What is going on, everybody? This is Justin Martinez, aka Jay the Sports Dude, coming to y'all live from my apartment. Hopefully, you all are staying at your homes as well, practicing social distancing and staying safe during this pandemic. And I'm here to provide y'all with a little bit of extra entertainment. That's right, folks. It is time for episode number 17 of Stray Shooter, the off-season web series that's all over the place as we talk about a little bit of everything for players from New Mexico State. And joining me today is one of the headliners of the Aggie incoming transfer class, a player who is so electric that he has the word Watts in his last name, Marcus Watson. Welcome to the show, my man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. How's Cruces treating you so far, man? How you liking it?
I love it. The people here are super nice, super supportive. I've just been loving it, taking my time, getting to know everybody. It's been a great place, the coaches, the players. I'm just loving it all.
Definitely. And practice is well underway at this point. Just how are you liking the new teammates, the new system, all that?
hmm Loving the new teammates, loving the new system. Coach Jan's great system. Loving it, learning it every single day, learning the defense, learning the offense. It's come along great. Playing with my teammates is great. Everybody's unselfish. We love to play together. It's just a great environment. There's a lot of energy in the environment. If we feed off of them, they're a great team.
Good to hear. We're happy that you're here in Cruces, and I'm happy to have you on the show. We're ready to get this one started with segment number one. This is called the Film Room. This is where I took a couple of your best plays from your high school days at Buford since you redshirted last season at Oklahoma State. It's going to go ahead and help break them down for the people. How does that sound?
Okay, that sounds great.
Awesome. Now, the big thing that stands out to me on the offensive side of the ball is your ability to absorb contact and still finish when driving to the rim. You're listed right now at 6'6", 215 pounds, playing either the 2 or the 3 spot, which really just makes you a handful when you get a full head of steam towards the rim. And we got to see that here in the game against Wheeler from your junior season. Let's go ahead and check this out. Hanging in the air, adjusting and finishing, triple team down low, but it does not matter. Just walking through this play, you start driving to the rim, and some bodies start to cave in on you there.
Yeah, I remember that play. I was at the Thanksgiving tournament, but yeah, just one of my main strengths is finishing at the rim, getting to the goal, and that's what I just love to do: getting to the rim and attacking the basket.
Yeah, definitely. What would you say is your mentality when it comes to driving? Because clearly from this play, you don't shy away from a little contact, a couple extra players down low there.
When attacking, always want to take the lane that's open, and when I have the best advantage and put myself in the best position to score. Um, so like my mentality just attacking is just be smart and in control. That's what I've been working on a lot, being under control and being able to know what I'm doing and which way I need to reading the defense and taking what I can get.
Yeah, definitely. So another thing that I really like about your game is that it's not just force when it comes to getting to the rim. You also have a pretty quick first step, which I think flies under the radar. We got to see that here in a game against Morgan County. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here you go. And one. Now this play happened so quick. We got to break out slow motion here in order to really break it down. Let's go ahead and check this out one more time. Now, as you can see right here, your defender is trying to cut off the baseline. That's why his feet are positioned this way to force you outside. However, you do a really good job of showing the ball with your right hand, which we can see right here, right there. And then you just snatch it back as soon as he takes the bait. Really good stuff there. Just for those at home who are trying to work on their game, or even just fans who want to know more about the game, what would you say goes into having a quick crossover?
Footwork. That's the main thing I emphasize on. Just getting your footwork down, and in the gym, you're working on your footwork, or just when you like if you're outside, you go to Walmart, you pick a footwork ladder. That's what I've mainly been working on here too. So I would say just working on your footwork, doing what footwork drills to get your feet quicker and knowing how to pick up your feet, put down your feet at the right time, and moving them in a quick pace.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as we said, you can play either that 2 or the 3 spot. Clearly, you have the ball handling to play in the backcourt. Where do you think you're most effective, at that 2 or the 3 spot?
I mean, I feel like I'm most effective at either one spots, whatever the coach can put me at. I believe that uh, at size wise, we have bigger guards, so I probably play at a 3 or play at a 2. I mean, it really, it doesn't really matter. I go back and forth.
Yeah, definitely. What have you been hearing just from the coaches? Like, are they seeing you more as a 3 or a 2, or do you feel like you're going to be pretty interchangeable this season?
I feel like I'll be pretty interchangeable this season. I'm trying to learn all the spots for the plays, regarding to all the plays this year. So I'm learning the 2 spot, 3 spot. But mainly right now, my main focus is to get down to 3 spot. Then I'll probably move on to the 2 spot.
Definitely. Now, another thing that I really like about your game is that you are able to defend either that 2 or the 3, because you have the strength to guard a small forward, but also that quickness to guard another shooting guard, let's say, on the perimeter. We got to see that here in your senior season against Walnut Grove. Let's go ahead and check that out. There it is. Now on this play, you're switched on Ryan Landers, who is a 6'2" guard, giving up a couple inches to you. And normally, from that guard's perspective, the idea is to try to blow by you. However, you do a really good job of sticking with them and then showing some good timing to get that emphatic block. He's going to walk me through this play as you're guarding this guy on the perimeter. What's the game plan here?
He's a quick guard. I think the scout report for that game was to kind of back off of him, let him shoot, because he's a great driver. I remember playing him a couple of years at Walnut. So I think the game plan was just to kind of back off of him, give him that step, and then if he tries to blow by me, just try to gather, keep my hands up, try not to foul.
Yeah, definitely. And then keeping that ball in bounds as well. Pretty impressive stuff there. Because I know it felt like if you wanted to, you could have sent that into maybe the third row or something.
Probably could have, but you got to keep the good ball in play.
There you go. Heads up play. Now, another thing I also like about your game is your motor, keeping your foot on the gas, whether it be the offensive end or the defensive side of the ball. And we got to see that here in senior night for you, which was a game against Clark Central. Let's go ahead and check that out. There it is. Now, a bit of a sloppy pass here leads to the turnover. However, what I really like is that you're hustling back on the defensive side of the ball. You can teach somebody to make better passing plays. That normally just comes with more experience. However, you can't really teach that hustle, that drive. And that's what I really like here, getting that LeBron-style chase down block. Just walk me through this play as you turn that ball over and suddenly you're transitioning into defense.
My coach, Coach Martin, he always told me, like, you make a play. And even I heard him when I'm here, too, the same coach. I feel like I have 2 great coaches. They say that if you make a mistake, you always want to get back on making 100. You make a mistake 100 miles per hour. So after turning the ball over, it's the next play. You got to get back and worry about getting back on defense. And that's what I feel like happened in that situation. I turned it over, but I can't dwell on the fact that I turned it over. I had to get back and try to make a play, try to get a stop.
Yeah, for sure. Just what would you say, who are some people that have really taught you to have that extra motor just in your personal life, something like that?
One person, both my parents, I feel like they always, from just off the court aspects, they've always taught me just to go hard no matter what. Like, nobody's perfect. You're always going to mess up. But if you turn around, you can't dwell on it. You have to move on. And that's how life is. So I just felt like I learned that from both my parents, the perseverance and keep going and keep striving. And I feel like that's what it shows on the court, just from them teaching me that.
Yeah, definitely. And now, obviously, after looking at these plays, people are definitely excited to see you suit up for New Mexico State. I know today we just found out that Donnie Tillman was cleared to be immediately eligible. What have you been hearing about your waiver process right now?
We just sent my waiver process in. We're hoping to hear back soon, and that's as much as I know on it as of right now.
Yeah, but when it's time to suit up, you're going to be ready pretty much?
I'm going to be so ready. Can't wait. The guy's going to lead me, and I'm just going to be one of those situations where I trust in him, and hopefully I'll be on the court sooner than later.
Definitely. Well, definitely Aggie fans are hoping to see you out there as soon as possible. Now, moving on to our next segment. This is where we like to find a throwback photo or video of the person that I'm interviewing and just get their reaction to it. Are you ready for this one?
Are you ready?
Okay, I promise it's nothing bad. I promise. But as you can see right here, I don't know exactly how old this photo is. Maybe you can provide some context here, but this is old school, way back. Marcus Watson here, rocking the headband and everything. Marcus, around what
Oh
age do
man,
you think this is?
that was 10 and under. That was Carolina Tide.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I remember that game. I think that game I had I think that was my biggest game of the year. It was like I had like 14 points and like 5 rebounds. I thought I was the man. Okay. I
There you go.
remember
There you go.
that.
Maybe bring back the headband or something. Maybe that
Hey,
channel that energy again.
I was looking at I had one, but my teammates was ragging on me, so I don't know if I'm gonna bring it back.
There
But
you go.
nah,
There you
I
go.
might look at Return of the Headband though.
For sure. So clearly you've been a hooper for a while now. At around what age did you say you really like realize you can take basketball seriously and make something out of this?
Um, I mean, I started playing basketball and football around the age of 5, and they were kind of both interchangeable. But I feel like the age I really fell in love with basketball was probably like 9 and under, and no, probably when I was like 8 years old, and that's when I started getting AAU. My mom put me in AAU, and that's when I started seeing myself going to the gym religiously, and that's when I knew I loved the game, and that's what I wanted. That's when I decided I want to do something for the rest of my life.
Okay, for sure. I know I've been talking to a couple players and I know some of them also have some football backgrounds as well. What position were you playing? Just out of curiosity.
I play quarterback. My favorite player. I modeled my game after Michael Vick when I was like 7. I was trying to scramble outside the pocket and throw it just like him.
Okay, definitely. Tough guy to bring down, I'd imagine, in that quarterback spot.
But I couldn't do it. So I was like, that's when I transitioned to basketball. Kind of after those years aside, I was like, nah. And I played a little bit of wide receiver too, and quarterback and wide receiver, and a little bit of running back. But other than that, just transitioned to basketball, and I took it off from there.
Definitely. Now moving on to our next segment. This is called Hometown Heat. This is where I found a couple of restaurants from your hometown. And he's going to tell me if they're legit or not. How does that sound?
Okay, sounds great.
All right, now let me go ahead and pull in my notes here because I want to make sure that I get these names right. So this first one here is a pretty interesting place. This is going to be called Parma Tavern, where they have a donut cheeseburger. It looks like. Marcus, is this that hometown heat or not?
Actually I don't think I had that place before, but I've heard it. I heard it. I've heard of it being really good.
Okay, maybe this doesn't coincide with the whole basketball diet though. A whole donut cheeseburger.
Yeah, I mean, I can only eat those every blue moon. I can't eat those every day. That's a lot of grease and fat. I gotta try to gotta stay healthy so I can run all day.
Yeah, definitely. Moving on to our next one. This is a place that is called the Doghouse Burgers and Smoke. It's
Yeah,
really good here.
that place is legit.
That's the
And
hometown heat.
that's one of the first places I ate. Yeah, that place is legit. It's expensive though. You gonna spend about 25 to $50. Like
Really?
yeah, it's expensive, but you get a lot of food and it's really good.
Okay. Cool, cool. Just for people who are new to the area, in Beaufort, Georgia, by the way, I forgot to mention that.
Mm.
What are some places you would recommend to them?
My favorite spot was Little Tokyo, not the one in the mall. One, it's like it looks like a hole in the wall. It's one of those spots, and it's the best shrimp fried rice, chicken fried rice I've ever had in my life, still to this day. It's
Okay.
called Little Tokyo, Little Toke. Me and my teammates just go there every day, and I can't wait till I fly back because that's the first place I'm going.
There you go. I'll have to put a photo of that up and post for the people to see. But now we're moving on to our next segment. This is our fan Q&A segment. I reached out to Aggie Nation and they got a couple questions that they want you to answer if you don't mind.
Okay, for sure.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and get back to split screen here. I'm going to pull these questions up on my phone. All right. Our first one is coming to us courtesy of Aggie Colt Bear via Aguilar. He wants to know what skill do you bring that will best help the team?
Uh, I feel like my most important, best skill I bring to the team is just being a scorer. That's what I've been doing since I was young. a scorer, to get into the basket. Also finding open teammates and dishing the ball out. Rebounding, that's another big skill I bring to the team. And my defensive way, I'm learning the game now. And I feel like that's going to be a big skill that I'm bringing to the defensive end. And be able to get in the deflections and get in the lane and getting the rebound, pushing the court, get passing the head for everybody to spray out. And I feel like those are some great skills I bring to the team.
Definitely a little bit of everything for sure. I know that at New Mexico State, 3-point shooting is also a really big thing. Just how much you've been working on getting a more consistent shot from deep? Because I know you hit some of them in high school, but definitely the numbers can be a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. That's something I really emphasized over these last 2 years since I've been out of high school. My shooting has definitely gotten a lot better. I've been found a more consistent jump shot. It was some little things I had to tweak on about making it more consistent, like keeping my palm off the ball and holding my follow through. And that's one thing that really improved my percentage as time has went on. I feel like that's going to be right where the Aggies were expected to shoot this year, and I hope that I'm going to continue to work, and I feel like I feel confident in my jump shot.
Definitely. Moving on to our next question. This is from Bawake Pase. He wants to know, do you consider yourself more of a banger down low, a slasher to the basket, or the shooter? I guess if you were making a 2K build of yourself, what's the build there?
I mean, I don't like to limit myself to just the one thing. So I try to do it. I try to do it all. I want to be a slasher. I want to be a cutter. I want to be able to shoot the jump shot. I want to be able to get the dribble handoff to a teammate, get a pass to a teammate, slash and cut to the basket for an easy finish. I want to be able to do it all. So I mean, that's your question. I mean, just kind of. I'm just trying to do both. Can't really say just one.
For sure. Moving on to our last question of the day here. This one is coming to us courtesy of Real Aggie. He wants to know, what NBA player do you mirror your game after?
Ooh, that's tough. I mean, I kind of look at a lot of players. There's a lot of players I like. I don't mirror my game after just one player. I feel like I try to mix it up, try to get a whole bunch of players, put them in a box, and then whatever I get out. But I like LeBron's attitude towards the game. I like the way he approaches the game, the way he's unselfish. I like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the way his touch around the rim. I like James Harden's scoring ability. I like Kawhi Leonard's defensive style. I like the way he's on offense, strong, using his body, getting to the basket. I like Luka Doncic, his pace for the game, how he's slow, but he's still getting what he wants, and the pace of the game, how he carries himself and get to the rim and get any shot he wants. And I just like Patrick Beverley's dog mentality on defense, how he gets after it. And that's just some of the things I really want to take in from apart. And everybody, Kobe was one of my favorite players, and I just like his all-around game, like how he did everything. So I just try to take apart. I try to take a lot from everybody that I see in my future generation, from past generations or from the game, and try to take a little bit from everybody.
Definitely a student of the game. Love to see it. That is going to do it for this episode. You guys can follow Marcus on Twitter. I want to get this right. This is BigTime_MW. Make sure to give him a follow there. You can follow me on Twitter as well, at Jay the Sports Dude. New episodes of Straight Shooter every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Marcus, before we get out of here, is there anybody you want to shout out? Anything that you want to plug?
Shout out mom and dad. Love them to death. Wouldn't be here without them. See my Gigi. Come here, Gigi. Shout out Gigi. Everybody come see Gigi.
I thought I saw a little bit there. There you go.
This year, best dog in the world. You can ask anybody. Everybody love him. Say, what's up, Gigi? Yeah, she ain't messing with y'all today.
Marcus, well, I appreciate you being on the show, my man. Aggie Nation is definitely looking forward to seeing you suit up as soon as possible, man. Thanks again.
For sure, no problem.
All right, you have a good one.
You too.